May 26, 1995 is a memorable date in my life. I was at RFK Stadium in Washington, D.C. for a Promise Keeper conference. That is the day that I gave my life to Christ. He saved me radically. When we got back, we started a Promise Keeper group at our church, and there was a bunch of guys, and we're in a circle, and they're teaching a little bit of a lesson that we learned from Promise Keepers. And when it was over, we started to pray. Well, as the guys are praying, my mind is just going everywhere else other than the words that they're speaking. And when it was over, I felt guilty, and I raised my hand. I said, guys, I apologize. But while you're praying, my mind is wandering. They start laughing. And I'm thinking, wow, how rude, man. You're laughing at me. But I realized they weren't laughing at me. They were laughing with me. Why? Because the leader said, Joe, what do you think? You're unique? You think we don't struggle with that same challenge? Yeah, I did think I was unique. I thought that was my problem. But you know, I learned that day that just because I think I'm the only one is exactly why I need to share it with others, because guess what? You're probably not the only one that's struggling with what you're struggling with. And when you have the courage to state that, whatever it is that you're dealing with, whatever the challenge is, you're going to find that guys are going to be almost encouraged to discuss it so that they can deal with the stuff that they're dealing with inside. In John chapter 21, we see the great account of Christ restoring Peter. And when it's over, Peter's a little bit down. Lord, why? I don't understand. I love you. But then they start talking about the writer, John. And Peter says, what about him? What about him? What's his future? And Jesus says, what does that matter to you? You see, he was talking, don't compare yourself to him. Guys, we have to step away from comparing ourselves to others. We have to recognize that we're wholly unique in the way God crafted us. And we simply need to step out in that uniqueness, understanding that we're going to have challenges, and we're going to have to deal with those challenges. And the best way to do that is having a couple of brothers that you could talk to and be honest with and be transparent with, because I think you're going to find that they're going to be dealing with some of the very same things that you're struggling with. And just maybe, they're going to tell you how they got out of it, how they deal with it. So look, stop comparing. Start sharing. Start being courageous and talk about what's inside, what's going on. You may very well just find that you're going to get released from whatever that struggle is. It's up to you. Start talking. God bless you.